Bourbonus, and I am here by faith, honestly. The book that I am going to write is just going to come out as I'm here. I've got some ideas of what it looks like. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a matter of letting myself allow it to come out. So I'm excited for it.
Awesome. If you could have one miracle for you this week, what would that be? Call it 1 year.
My one miracle this week, honestly, is finding out what all the hard was for in my life.
And so how are you feeling right now, the prospect of writing your book in 4.5 days?
I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm tired. Mentally, maybe not so prepared, but I'm in it to win it, so I'm gonna go for it. My name is Veronique Bourbonus, and today was official day 1, and I have been utterly exhausted. I would say that my biggest breakthrough today came in conversations with some beautiful souls that I was talking with, and through questions that they asked me about things in my life. There were things that came up that were buried, that were difficult to talk about, but needed to come out. And I think that's where some of the exhaustion comes from. So I listened to my body today, and I slept, and I did do a little bit of writing. Yet I feel that tomorrow is going to be a big day for me. So I'm looking forward to it. I will say that this day today has felt like multiple days in one. So to pinpoint, I guess, everything that has happened in a day, it doesn't feel right to say that these are all the things that occurred in my day today. So I just take little bits from the cacao ceremony this morning when Kira was talking about letting the cacao go into your body and releasing and dissolving any hooks that might be in you, or not exactly sure how she described it, but anything from anyone in my life. And so I just pictured that, and again, a lot of emotional stuff today, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow. My name is Veronique Bourbonus, and on day 2, I treated myself to a massage, and I found joy in it. I don't ever do anything for myself. I'm always doing for others. So that started my day. And honestly, yesterday I had a lot of emotions that I was processing through. So I really I can't pinpoint my breakthrough for yesterday. Today, I will say that my biggest breakthrough came from the equine therapy. I've had horses for many years, and I really went into it not knowing what to expect. I kind of thought to myself, well, my horses were always my therapy, and, I'm going to go into this like no big deal. And one of the things that happened, I was asked to do something with a horse, and it didn't work. And then the facilitator, she went and she did it. And I said, well, that's what I used to do with my horses. She said, so why didn't you do it? And I said, because you were watching me. And it was a moment that I realized I'm so worried about what other people are thinking. But if they're watching me, and when I got back into the arena with the horse, I did what I knew how to do to get the horse to do what she had asked me to do. And throughout the whole process, there were a lot of things that came through, a lot of trauma, a lot of childhood trauma. And a lot of guilt and grief for not knowing where my horses are. And I healed that part today, which has been a really big a really big thing for me for about 6 years. So I am so grateful for these horses in Redemption Ranch. Thank you. My name is Veronique. I don't want to think about the week ending. I would say instead of the week ending, I'm going to look at my life as just beginning. There was a lot that happened this week. It's almost like I feel like I came here as this kind of closed little ball of who knows what. And now I'm sitting here with this goddess crown on my head. And I feel very light. I feel full of life. I have faith and I have hope. And it's something I haven't had for a very long time. And I'm really very excited to see where this book goes, where this book takes me, and the lives that this book is going to touch, and the lives that I get to heal through my words. So thank you for everything this week. I feel like I have blossomed into this little flower. I'm not going to put a percentage or a, it's, this or that as far as where my book is at, because what I have on paper is more than anything I thought I would ever in a million years have on paper. And so to me, it's like this beautiful beginning of a masterpiece. I didn't come into this trip with many expectations, to be honest. I almost canceled coming on this trip the night before I was leaving. And I honestly just came here knowing that there was something here for me. I didn't know what it was. And just came trusting that it would show itself or I would find it. And I'm leaving with more than I came with. So to me, that's pretty amazing. Just come. I was on the fence. I had sold something and I had a check for the exact amount of money that I needed to come on this trip. Not for the flight, but just to pay for this experience. And I couldn't cash it. I left the check in my wallet for a couple days, and then I had a chat with Kira, and I told her I had this check. And I said, well, I think I should be responsible and pay off bills. She said, no, you're coming to the island. So for me, had I stayed on the fence, I wouldn't have come, and it was worth every penny and then some. I don't know if I've ever worn a crown before, and it really feels cool.